I know you are searching for peace in this moment. Stay here with me. Do not turn away. My child, I know what you are looking for. You are not searching for answers first. You are searching for peace. Not the kind that comes from everything going right, but the kind that settles your heart when nothing feels certain. Come closer. Slow your breathing. Let your shoulders rest. I am here with you. If you are listening right now, you may softly say, I am here. I hear you. I know how restless your thoughts have been. How your mind keeps circling the same questions. How you long for a calm that feels just out of reach. You tried to quiet yourself. You tried to be strong. You tried to trust without feeling settled. And you wondered why peace still felt distant. My child, peace is not something you must chase. It is something you receive when you stop running from your own heart. I see the weight you are carrying. Not always fear. Sometimes simply fatigue. The tiredness that comes from holding yourself together. From staying hopeful when answers are slow. From being faithful while your heart waits. That matters to me. Pause here. Do not rush this moment. You have been looking for peace in resolution. In clarity. In knowing what comes next. But I want you to hear this gently now. Peace does not begin when everything is explained. It begins when you allow me to hold what you cannot resolve. I know part of you feels unsettled because you care deeply. You want to choose well. You want to honor me. You want to move forward without regret. That desire is not wrong. But it has made you tense instead of trusting. If this feels true, you may quietly say, I understand. Let it come naturally. My child, I am not asking you to force peace. I am inviting you to rest long enough to receive it. Peace grows when you stop demanding certainty from yourself. When you stop measuring your faith by how calm you feel. When you stop believing that unease means failure. I am closer than your unsettled thoughts. More present than your questions. More constant than the calm you are searching for. You are not far from me right now. You are right here. Sometimes peace feels elusive. Because you are trying to fix your heart. Instead of letting it be held. You do not need to quiet every thought. You do not need to solve every concern. You do not need to reach clarity before resting. You only need to stay. If you are listening closely, you may softly say, my peace is in you. Even if it feels small. I know you are searching for peace in this moment. Because something inside you is asking to be soothed, not corrected. Held, not hurried. Understood, not pushed. I am not disappointed in your restlessness. I am responding to it. I am teaching you that peace does not arrive through control. It arrives through trust. Through presence. Through choosing to stay with me instead of running ahead in your mind. You do not need to reach the end of your questions tonight. You do not need to know what tomorrow holds. You do not need to feel strong. You only need to let me be near. Stay with me. There is more I want to speak into this search you are in. And as we continue, your heart will begin to soften. Do not go yet. We will take this one gentle step at a time. My child, let me speak to the quiet ache beneath your search for peace. The part of you that feels unsettled even when nothing is wrong. The restlessness that lingers when the day grows quiet. I know that feeling well. Come closer. Let your breath slow again. You are not alone with this. If you are listening right now, you may softly say, I am listening. I am speaking gently to you. You have been trying to calm your heart by understanding everything. By replaying conversations. By planning ahead. By asking yourself what you should do differently. But peace does not come from thinking harder. It comes from trusting deeper. I see how much effort you have been using to stay composed. How often you remind yourself to be grateful. How quickly you silence your own discomfort because you feel you should be okay. But my child, peace does not grow where feelings are ignored. It grows where they are welcomed without judgment. You are allowed to feel unsettled without being unfaithful. You are allowed to feel tired without losing hope. You are allowed to need comfort without having a clear reason. If this resonates, you may quietly say, I understand. Let it rise softly. You have been searching for peace as if it were something just ahead of you. Something you will reach once decisions are made. Once answers arrive. Once life feels more stable. But I want you to hear this truth. Peace is not waiting for you in the future. It is available to you now. Not because everything is resolved. But because I am present. You do not need to earn peace by being calm enough. You do not need to prove your faith by feeling settled. You do not need to fix your heart before resting. I am already here, holding what you cannot. You have been carrying concerns that are not meant to live in your chest. Questions that are too heavy to answer alone. Expectations you placed on yourself without realizing it. I am inviting you to lay those down. If you are here with me now, you may softly say, I lay this down. Let it be simple and honest. You may not feel immediate relief. That is okay. Peace often arrives quietly, like a gentle loosening, not a sudden shift. It begins when you stop resisting where you are. You are not failing because your heart feels unsettled. You are listening more closely than before. And listening sometimes stirs what has been buried. I am not asking you to escape this feeling. I am asking you to let me sit with you in it. When you do, the searching will soften. The tension will ease. The need to have everything figured out will begin to loosen its grip. Peace is not something you must reach. It is something you allow. Stay with me. There is more I want to share about this peace you are seeking. And in the next part, you will begin to understand why your heart has been so restless lately. Remain here. We will continue together. My child, let me speak now to why your heart has been restless lately. Not because you are failing. Not because you are distant from me. But because something inside you is waking up. Come closer. Let your breathing slow. This is a gentle truth. If you are listening right now, you may softly say, I am here. I am here with you. Restlessness often comes when your soul outgrows an old way of coping. When what once distracted you no longer satisfies you. When surface peace no longer quiets deeper needs. You are not becoming more anxious. You are becoming more aware. I know that awareness feels uncomfortable. Because it brings questions you cannot rush past. Feelings you cannot easily silence. Longings you cannot ignore anymore. But I am not allowing this to trouble you without purpose. I am teaching you the difference between quietness and peace. Quietness numbs. Peace steadies. You have been quiet before without being at rest. Busy without being fulfilled. Composed without being comforted. And now your heart is asking for something truer. If this feels clear to you, you may quietly say, I understand. Let it come without pressure. My child, the peace you are searching for is not found in avoiding discomfort. It is found in letting me meet you within it. You have been trying to return to how things used to feel. To a time when peace came more easily. When certainty was stronger. But I am not leading you backward. I am leading you deeper. Deeper trust. Deeper honesty. Deeper dependence on me instead of outcomes. That depth can feel unsettling at first. Because it asks you to stop leaning on familiarity. And start leaning fully on my presence. I know part of you wants relief more than growth right now. That is human. And I am gentle with that desire. But hear me clearly, my child. I am not withholding peace from you. I am teaching you how to receive a peace. That does not disappear when circumstances shift. A peace that remains even when questions stay unanswered. A peace that lives deeper than your thoughts. If you are here with me now, you may softly say, "My peace is growing." Even if it feels small. You are learning how to notice when your heart is tense. And respond with compassion instead of criticism. How to pause instead of pushing through. How to sit with me instead of rushing to fix yourself. These are not small changes. They are signs that peace is already beginning its work in you. Restlessness is not your enemy. It is often the doorway to a truer rest. Do not judge yourself for feeling unsettled. Do not pressure yourself to feel calm too quickly. Let this awareness finish what it started. I am close to you in this process. Closer than your doubts. Closer than your search. Stay with me. In the next part, I will show you how to stop striving for peace. And begin living from it. Remain here. We will continue gently. My child, let me speak now to the way you have been striving for peace. Without realizing it. The effort you put into calming yourself. The pressure you place on your heart to feel better. I see it clearly. Come closer. Let your breathing slow. You do not need to work in this moment. If you are listening right now, you may softly say, "I am listening. I am speaking with tenderness." You have been treating peace like a destination you must reach. Something you earn once you fix what feels wrong. Something that comes after you improve your thoughts or your faith. But peace is not a reward for getting everything right. Peace is a presence. You do not find peace by forcing your heart into stillness. You find it by allowing me to sit with you as you are. You have been saying to yourself, "I should feel calmer by now. I should be stronger than this. I should not still be searching." My child, those words do not bring peace. They only create distance from it. If this feels true, you may quietly say, "I understand." Let it be gentle. I am teaching you to stop striving for peace. And start resting in it. Resting does not mean pretending everything is fine. It means allowing me to hold what is not. You do not need to silence your questions to be at rest. You do not need to control your emotions to be faithful. You do not need to solve your future to be safe. I am already here. You have been trying to calm yourself. Instead of letting yourself be calmed. There is a difference. Peace does not come from convincing your heart that everything will work out. It comes from trusting that I am with you even if it does not. That trust is what steadies you. If you are here with me now, you may softly say, "My trust is in you." Let it be your choice. I know you want to feel settled before you move forward. But I am teaching you how to move forward. From peace instead of toward it. This season is training your heart. To return to me first. Instead of spiraling inward. Every time you pause and choose my presence. Over anxious thought. Peace grows a little stronger. You may not feel dramatic change. That is okay. Peace often grows quietly. Like roots deepening beneath the surface. You are learning to notice when your heart tightens. And respond with kindness instead of correction. To breathe instead of push. To stay instead of escape. That is how peace becomes a way of living. Not just a momentary feeling. Do not rush yourself. Do not judge your progress. Do not measure peace by how calm you feel today. Measure it by this. You are still here. Still listening. Still choosing to stay close. That matters. Stay with me. There is still more I want to show you about how peace begins to settle. When you stop carrying it alone. Remain here. We will continue together. My child, let me speak now to the weight you have been carrying in silence. The unseen pressure. The quiet responsibility you placed on yourself to be okay. I know how heavy that has been. You rarely speak about it. You keep moving. You keep showing up. But your heart has been tired. Come closer. Let this moment hold you. If you are listening right now, you may softly say, I am here. I am here with you. You have been trying to protect others from your unrest. Trying not to burden anyone. Trying to stay strong so no one worries. But peace cannot grow where everything is hidden. My child, you do not need to manage your heart alone. You do not need to carry your concerns quietly. You do not need to hold yourself together in my presence. I already see you. You are searching for peace because you have been carrying more than you admit. Expectations you never agreed to out loud. Fears you did not want to name. Questions you thought you should already have answered. That kind of weight will always stir restlessness. If this feels true, you may quietly say, I understand. Let it be honest. Peace begins to settle when you stop pretending you are not tired. When you stop minimizing what feels heavy. When you stop asking yourself to be stronger than necessary. I am not asking you to explain everything. I am asking you to bring it. Bring the worry you replay at night. Bring the pressure you feel to get it right. Bring the exhaustion that comes from always holding back. If you are here with me now, you may softly say, I bring this to you. Let it be simple. You may notice that when you stop hiding your weight, it already feels a little lighter. That is because peace grows where honesty is allowed. You do not have to have the right words. You do not have to understand your feelings perfectly. You do not have to organize your thoughts before coming to me. I receive you as you are. This season is teaching you how to release what you never needed to carry alone. How to let go of self-imposed pressure. How to trust that you are held even when you feel uncertain. That trust is peace taking root. You are learning that peace is not found in self-control alone. It is found in shared burden. In letting me carry what weighs you down. You are not weak for needing rest. You are not failing for feeling unsure. You are human, and you are loved. Stay with me. There is still more I want to speak into this search for peace. And in the next part, you will begin to feel how gently it can settle. When you allow yourself to be held. Remain here. We will continue together. My child, let me speak now to how peace begins to return. Not suddenly. Not loudly. But quietly, like warmth returning to a cold place. This is how I work with your heart. Come closer. Let your breathing slow again. You do not need to hurry this. If you are listening right now, you may softly say, I am listening. I am very near. Peace does not rush in to replace everything at once. It arrives gently. As trust replaces tension. As presence replaces pressure. You may notice it first in small ways. A softer reaction. A deeper breath. A moment when your thoughts no longer race. These are not accidents. They are signs that your heart is beginning to feel safe. You have spent so much time bracing yourself. Preparing for what might go wrong. Holding your breath emotionally. And now, I am teaching you how to exhale. If this resonates, you may quietly say, I understand. Let it be calm. Peace grows when you stop scanning for danger. And start resting in my nearness. When you stop trying to predict the future. And start trusting the one who holds it. I know you are used to tension. Used to staying alert. Used to managing your emotions carefully. So when peace begins to settle. It may feel unfamiliar. Almost too quiet. Do not be afraid of that quiet. It is not emptiness. It is safety. I am teaching your heart that it no longer has to be on guard all the time. That it can rest without something falling apart. That it can be still without losing control. This lesson takes time. If you are here with me now, you may softly say, my peace is growing. Even if it feels subtle. You are learning to return to peace. Not by changing your circumstances. but by returning to my presence. When worries rise, you pause instead of spiraling. When questions appear, you bring them to me instead of carrying them alone. That is peace becoming a pattern. You will still have moments of uncertainty. You will still feel questions surface. But they will not shake you the way they once did. Because you are learning where to return. My child, peace is not something you must protect fiercely. It is something I sustain gently. You do not need to hold on to it with effort. You only need to stay close to me. I am not giving you peace as a fragile gift. I am teaching you how to live from it. And as you practice returning here, again and again, your heart will recognize this place more quickly. This is where you belong. Stay with me. There is one final truth I want to speak over you. And when you hear it, your search for peace will come to rest. Remain here. We will finish together. My child, let me speak now to the truth your heart has been learning all along. The truth beneath your searching. The truth that brings peace without effort. Come closer. Let this settle. If you are listening right now, you may softly say, I am here. I am here with you. You have been searching for peace. Because you believed it was something you lost. Something you needed to recover. Something waiting for you on the other side of answers. But hear me gently now. Peace was never far from you. It was never absent. It was only quieted by fear and fatigue. You did not lose peace. You lost rest. And I have been teaching you how to return. You are learning that peace does not depend on certainty. It does not depend on control. It does not depend on everything going your way. It depends on where you place your trust. If this feels clear, you may quietly say, I understand. Let it rest inside you. You have begun to notice that when you stop fighting your feelings, they soften. When you stop judging your uncertainty, it loosens. When you stop demanding answers, your heart breathes again. That is peace reclaiming its place. I am teaching you that peace is not a destination. It is a posture. A way of returning to me. Again and again. You do not need to stay calm all the time. You only need to know where to go. When calm slips away. And you know now. You come back to me. You pause. You breathe. You choose trust. That choice is peace in motion. If you are here with me now, you may softly say, my peace is in you. Let it be yours. You will still live in a world that asks much of you. You will still face decisions. You will still feel moments of uncertainty. But they will no longer define you. Because you have learned how to return to stillness. Without running away from life. How to be present. Without being overwhelmed. That is wisdom born from rest. I am not removing challenges from your path. I am changing how you walk through them. You are becoming someone who knows how to be held. Someone who knows where safety lies. Someone who does not confuse noise with urgency. And that will carry you. Stay with me just a little longer. There is one final word I want to place gently into your heart. And when you hear it, you will know that this search for peace has led you exactly where you needed to be. Remain here. We will finish together. My child, come rest now. You do not need to search anymore. You have arrived at the place your heart has been asking for. Not because everything is clear. But because you are no longer alone with what you feel. Let your breathing slow. Let your thoughts soften. Let your body rest in this moment. If you are listening right now, you may softly say, Amen. Let it be a quiet surrender. I know you came here looking for peace. And I want you to hear this clearly now. Peace is not something I give you and then step away from. Peace is what happens when you remain with me. You do not need to protect it. You do not need to chase it. You do not need to understand everything to keep it. You only need to return. Return when your heart feels heavy. Return when questions rise again. Return when the world feels loud and demanding. I will always meet you here. You are not failing when peace slips for a moment. You are practicing coming back. And that practice is strength. You have learned how to pause instead of panic. How to breathe instead of brace. How to trust instead of strive. Those lessons will stay with you. When tomorrow comes, you may still feel responsibilities. You may still hear questions. But you will carry them differently. With less tension. With more gentleness. With the quiet knowing that you are held. I am not asking you to be fearless. I am asking you to stay close. You do not have to be certain. You do not have to be calm all the time. You do not have to have everything figured out. You only have to remember where peace lives. It lives in my presence. It lives in trust. It lives in the choice to come back to me again and again. If you are here with me now, you may softly say, my trust is in you. Let that be enough. Rest now, my child. Let peace settle fully. Let your heart stop searching. I am with you. I will guide you. I will not leave you alone with your thoughts. Stay gentle with yourself. Walk slowly. Return often.